the latest video game craze to sweep the United States and Japan. It's called Nintendo. Now, what's Nintendo, you ask, and why should you care? Well, I think it's something you should know about because it's captured America's children. Nintendo revitalized the video game industry, and once that started, it was like a snowball effect. There was just no stopping it. So, how did a small family-run business turn into one of the best-selling gaming companies of all time, responsible for some of the most iconic characters ever created? It's time to take a journey through Nintendo's epic history, from Mafia to Mario, from gambling to Game Boy, and from bankruptcy to billions. Nintendo's odd beginnings. In the late 19th century, Japan was a vastly different landscape. Ruled by an emperor devoid of common electricity, and before the invention of flight, the seeds of Nintendo were sown. Fusajiro Yamauchi, the founder, harbored a passion for art and design. Despite his inclinations, familial responsibilities led him to labor for a cement company from the tender age of 13. However, by the time he reached 29, his accumulated savings kindled the desire to pursue his artistic aspirations independently. In 1889, Fusajiro realized his dream by establishing a modest shop in Kyoto, Japan, where he crafted and retailed hand-painted playing cards under the banner of Nintendo Kapai. Yet this venture was not devoid of controversy. Playing cards had long been outlawed in Japan, primarily due to their association with gambling, rampant in underground casinos run by criminal syndicates like the Yakuza. In a surprising turn, Nintendo forged a partnership with the Japan Tobacco and Salt Company, facilitating nationwide distribution. Additionally, loosening restrictions on playing cards in Japan in 1907 enabled Nintendo to diversify into Western-style decks, further cementing its dominance in the industry. Fusajiro Yamauchi's desire to keep Nintendo within the family clashed with Japanese tradition, which dictated passing the business onto a son. Lacking a male heir, Fusajiro orchestrated his daughter's marriage to Sekirio, who assumed the Yamauchi name upon marriage and succeeded Fusajiro as president in 1929. Over 2 decades, Sekirio navigated Nintendo through expansion, forging partnerships, and optimizing operations. However, history repeated itself when Sekirio faced the challenge of succession without a male heir. Following the tradition of adopting sons-in-law, Sekirio's son-in-law was presumed to inherit the business until his abrupt departure in 1932, leaving his young son, Hiroshi Yamauchi, as the sole male heir. Despite initially pursuing law, Hiroshi was thrust into the role of president in 1949 at just 21, following Sekirio's stroke. Faced with immense pressure, Hiroshi demanded the dismissal of family members from the company to assert his authority unequivocally. Succession, a transformative journey to the United States in the 1950s, exposed Hiroshi to the captivating allure of Disney characters, sparking a groundbreaking licensing agreement to adorn Nintendo's playing cards. This strategic move widened Nintendo's appeal beyond gamblers to encompass Japanese families and children, signaling a pivotal shift in the company's trajectory. However, Hiroshi's vision extended far beyond playing cards. Seeking to globalize Nintendo's reach and diversify its product offerings, Hiroshi spearheaded ventures into disparate industries, including instant rice, taxi services, and even love hotels. In a fortuitous encounter with Gunpei Yokoi and his innovative Ultra Hand toy, Hiroshi recognized a beacon of potential. Embracing Yokoi's creativity, Hiroshi swiftly transitioned the toy into mass production, catapulting Nintendo into a new era of success. The birth of Mario. Fusajiro Yamauchi's desire to keep Nintendo within the family clashed with Japanese tradition, which dictated passing the business onto a son. Lacking a male heir, Fusajiro orchestrated his daughter's marriage to Sekirio, who assumed the Yamauchi name upon marriage and succeeded Fusajiro as president in 1929. Over 2 decades, Sekirio navigated Nintendo through expansion, forging partnerships and optimizing operations. However, history repeated itself when Sekirio faced the challenge of succession without a male heir. Following the tradition of adopting sons-in-law, Sekirio's son-in-law was presumed to inherit the business until his abrupt departure in 1932, leaving his young son, Hiroshi Yamauchi, as the sole male heir. You remember the landlord? When he was yelling about our rent, he jumped just like Jumpman. Yeah, and he even had the same mustache. In jest, they decided to rename Jumpman in honor of their cantankerous landlord, and thus, Mario was born. The name stuck, officially replacing Jumpman. With the release of Donkey Kong, Nintendo struck gold, rapidly expanding distribution of their arcade games worldwide. However, they were about to learn firsthand the perils of success. The video game market crash. As technology advanced, home consoles like Atari gained popularity, leading to an influx of competitors flooding the market by 1983. However, the rush to capitalize on the gaming craze resulted in poorly made consoles and lackluster games, saturating the market. Sales plummeted and companies went bankrupt, with even industry giant Atari suffering significant losses. The crash devastated the gaming industry, causing a 97% decline in value. Yet, amidst the chaos, Nintendo's president Hiroshi saw an opportunity. Closing down Nintendo's arcade division, he launched the Famicom in Japan, capitalizing on its success and laying the groundwork for Nintendo's global expansion, despite skepticism from industry experts. This move proved crucial as Atari had lost over $600 million the previous year and was near bankruptcy. But to Hiroshi, that just meant there was a void in the market waiting to be filled by a new and innovative product: the Sony betrayal. In June 1991, Sony's partnership with Nintendo at the Consumer Electronics Show sparked excitement for a CD-ROM add-on for the Super NES. However, Nintendo blindsided Sony by announcing a deal with Philips instead. This move led to Sony's creation of Sony Computer Entertainment and the development of their own console, the PlayStation. Sony's PlayStation outperformed Nintendo's offerings, with the PlayStation 2 becoming the best-selling console of all time. Meanwhile, Nintendo faced further challenges with Microsoft's Xbox. Hiroshi Yamauchi's retirement in 2002 marked the end of an era for Nintendo, leaving the company vulnerable amid fierce competition, leading many to question its future. Nintendo redefines gaming. Satoru Iwata, Nintendo's fourth president, faced the daunting task of revitalizing the company amidst fierce competition from the Xbox and PS2. Drawing inspiration from Nintendo's history of expanding into new markets, Iwata envisioned a console for everyone, leading to the creation of the Wii in 2006. With intuitive gesture-based controls and accessible games like Wii Sports, the Wii captured a wide audience, outselling its competitors and selling 100 million units. Nintendo's innovative approach, seen again with the Switch, continues to define its brand, despite controversies like copyright claims and labor practices. Yet, the success of the Super Mario movie underscores Nintendo's enduring cultural impact and brand strength. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: Nintendo will continue to captivate and inspire players for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the untold truth of Nintendo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gaming content.